This is the Janome M7 Continental machine. It is really awesome. As you can notice, it has a really large open space here, 13.5 inches, over 5.5 inches in height here, and 3 inches around the needle area, so you can easily get in there, change the feet, and you can thread the needle, which has an automatic needle threader. It does have a drop-in bobbin, so it's really easy to see, and it comes with this wonderful large extension table, which gives you so much sewing space. And in fact, it even has an accessory drawer. If you want to change the stitches on the machine, you just touch and choose the different stitch. You can change the width and the length of your stitch just with the turn of a knob right here. It can't get much more simple than that. It does have a thread cutter, a variable speed, and it also has an automatic presser foot lifter. You can also find more information about the machine. So if you take a look in the bottom right hand corner, there's actually a QR code, and the free app that is available gives you the ability to scan that. But before we do, there's also in the app, there are videos that are tutorials. Like if you want to know how to wind the bobbin, you can watch how to wind that bobbin right on your device. So you are never without a sewing teacher right by your side. But in addition to that, we also have things about the presser feet, and you want to see what they do, or if you want to know what the different main functions are and how to control them. So that's really a very convenient item, and we're going to scan this stitch and find out what that stitch does, and it does it for on every screen of the machine. Now it did come up with this message right here telling me that there is an update for my machine, which is really awesome that it will tell me that. But then we just go here and it will tell me what that straight stitch does, tell me how to adjust it, how to choose what type of thread and needle, and all the things that are associated to that stitch. And it will do that for every stitch on the machine. Not to mention, if you want to even learn more, there are sewing information in here and options. There's 3 different sets of options. There's one on different types of feet and how to use them and how to use the specialty techniques. There's one on quilting, and in here you can learn how to do different things, or if we want to do patchwork, it automatically will set it for a 1/4 inch stitch for you. It also has a ruler work option. This machine has a setting for creating ruler work and free motion. You don't even have to think about it. Then there's a sewing category that has 3 pages of different types of techniques that you can get more information. When your sewing pattern fails to tell you how to put in a zipper, you can come in here and take a look, and the machine will help you. It's very, very intuitive. Now, not only does it help you with wonderful things like that, but it gives you creative possibilities. It has beautiful decorative stitches. It even has decorative stitches that can be adjusted so they look like a hand stitched, so they have more of a traditional look to them, and that's really fun. You can even make your own stitches on this machine. Now let's talk about performance. This machine can stitch like nobody's business. It goes at 1,300 stitches a minute, which is pretty cool. And then we can go from regular fabric on to sheer fabric, and the machine does a beautiful job with that as well. There is a built-in thread cutter, and it does a beautiful job on both sheer fabric and regular fabric. Now let's talk about thick fabric, because that's part of life too. So you may, in addition to quilting or garment sewing, you may want to do something thick. So this is a heavyweight denim, and we started out with 2 layers of denim, and now we've got 4 layers of denim. And then let's take a look at here. Let's go from 4. Now let's tuck this under, and we will have 8 layers of denim, and it stitches just absolutely beautifully. And even the thread cutter works with our extra layers of our fabric as well. Now you're going to get a beautiful stitch both the front and the back, because this machine has something else pretty amazing. So let's take a look. I'm going to push this little bar and take a look right here, touch that button, and the needle plate just pops right up with no tools at all. Very, very easy to get in here and to clean. And the feet are snap on and off, and I'm going to take that off so you can take a look in here. The machine, when a stitch is formed, the take-up lever will pull against the needle thread, trying to seat the bobbin and the needle threads together. But this machine has something even more, and it's different than any other machine. This little guy right here is called a Snubber Bar, and what it does is when that take-up lever is pulling against or bumping against the needle thread, the Snubber Bar bumps against the bobbin thread, causing them both to seat. So you have a beautiful stitch, both top and bottom. Have you ever had a stitch that when it was sewn, the back side looked a little bit like a straight line? Well, that's because there's nothing controlling that thread, and that's what that Snubber Bar does for you. So let's talk about another level of performance that this machine has, and it has a system called the HP2, and that system is a needle plate that comes with the machine and a foot that's going to turn this into an industrial style machine, giving you absolutely wonderful, perfect straight stitches. It also has something called the AccuFeed Flex, and the AccuFeed Flex system will give you feed dogs on the top, so the top layers of fabric are going to go through at the same rate of speed as the bottom layers of fabric, keeping everything smooth and let you power through anything. So this machine has it all. It is a joy to sew on. As soon as you sit down and you stitch on it, you're going to feel the power and the smoothness. It stitches very, very smoothly because it has a ball bearing system in the head of the machine, and it also has a DC brushless motor, which gives you power that is consistent, and you're not going to lack for any power there at all. So come into our stores and take a look and stitch on the M7 Continental by Janome.